It's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome back to the channel, my kid Dezaras Prime, back with another Transformers Titans Return review. I haven't done one of these in so long. My back catalogue is finally emptied. Overlord was the last one that I had pre-recorded from months ago. And then next on the list was this guy, Octane, or Octone, or Oct1. I'm just going to call him Octane. Um, There is a problem with it. He is the pre-tool. He comes from the Optimus Prime pre-tool kind of thing. Yeah, they released Prime and Megatron to see to get hype for Octane and Blitzwing, I guess. And there is an issue with his transformation into truck mode, tanker mode, because the cab didn't seem to go together properly. Prime's is fine, Octane's isn't. The Takara one is fine from what I've heard. Mike's been like trying to help me out with trying to get the cab to fall into place, so that's kind of put me off reviewing this guy. He was next, but there was just that issue that kind of was like, well, I've got other things to do. There was no review last week because I was busy. Bradley's mum got married, so I was in charge of the kids for the week. It went well. It's fine. Nothing happened. A bottle of sun cream after sun got emptied onto the couch, but apart from that, everything was fine. I've also haven't been reviewing as much because I've been doing other things. If you see my channel, there's a load of stuff on there that isn't Transformers related. I've been working on that, and trust me, that takes a lot more time than reviewing a Transformer. Sitting here for 20-30 minutes talking about a toy. There's a lot more that goes into that stuff. So now we're caught up. There's no more back catalogue stuff. I'm shooting these as they pretty much the day or two in the same week at least that they will go up on the channel. So you can tell different hair. Yeah, we're as close to live as we're going to get with this now. But yeah, I'm ready to jump back in. Octane, let's see if we can get this sussed out, shall we? Together. He looks good. He looks great. He really does evoke G1 Octane. And he's a Voyager. And I might have mentioned this in my Astro Train review, that he's one of the issues I had with the Universe Astro Train and the Universe Tankor is that they were deluxes. And I don't think vehicles of that size should be a deluxe. I'd say he evokes the G1 Octane. I would argue that he's more detailed in the head than G1 Octane. But yeah, that was the problem with Tankor and Astro Train from that. They were just too small. It's the same thing with tanks. But the '07 Deluxe Movie Brawl, I got the Leader Brawl a couple days ago. That is just so much better. It's just so much more imposing. And a better toy overall, generally. Galvatron. Universe Galvatron didn't like that because it was so small and a bitch to transform. So yeah, I prefer a lot of the ones that are bigger, that are trucks and that. I'd rather they were a Voyager size. But yeah, so I'm definitely glad he's a Voyager this time around. He's got his little button that you press there to bring up those, and I guess that brings him more in line because I think Octane had a more blocky head in G1. I liked Octane as a character in G1. I felt he's a wasted potential character is probably the best way I would describe him. Because he did the whole thing where he was like nicking Energon for Tripticon, and then he got expelled, and then he was mates with Sandstorm, and then he got possessed by Starscream's ghost, and that were it. And by the time we got to the Takara series, he was back on the Decepticon side. Well, apparently there was that whole thing with, was it Blitzwing? Who didn't defect, but fucking got expelled by the Decepticons. Apparently they were going to go that route with Blitzwing, but they put Octane in instead. They were going to continue that story, so it would have been Blitzwing being mates with Sandstorm and stuff, but they went with Octane instead, probably because newer toy, they were trying to get rid of, sell more toys of Octane. I don't know the exact specifics. I just know bits and pieces that I've heard. And yeah. Anyway, he's a curious character. I like the Octane character. I don't know if I'd have liked it as much if Blitzwing was in that role. I think they made a good choice using Octane. That's just personal preference. But yeah, beautiful detail on this. The Titan Master is gorgeous. The chest piece. It's very simple in its design in a lot of places. Like, there's not a lot of detail on the chest, but it's still a good chest. It's got the wings that don't fold back. They do, but not. They haven't got the split down the middle like Optimus has. Stickers. I'm always wary of stickers. Bit of back kibble, but you know the thing about the toys, the character models even, they never really hid that with the triple changes. Nice. Hexagonal almost knee pads with some ridges inside and the shins. Bit of light is back heavy on the legs, but that's fine. Yeah, he just overall looks the part. He looks great. And this was one of those that there were certain characters in Titans Return. I bought a lot of Titans Return. There were certain characters that I could have passed on. There were certain ones that I got just because on a whim. Triptychon was on a whim. I was like, I might as well get Triptychon. So I got Triptychon. But Prime and Megatron, I kind of wanted those, the Voyagers, just to see what they were like in preparation for Blitzwing and Octane, because I wanted Blitzwing and Octane. These were two of the toys that were on my list, along with Overlord and Six Shot. And what's your name? The two fucking foldy uppy ones from G1, I've forgotten the names. Topspin and Twin Twist, they were ones I definitely wanted as well. Along with these, but yeah, this was one of those must-have ones for me. And I don't regret buying it, even though the tanker mode, I still haven't sussed it out yet. I haven't gone back and seen if it works. We're going to do that today and see if it works. So yeah, let's get to his articulation. His head is on that swivel thing that doesn't go all the way around, but if you drop those down, you can do a full 360 head motion. You just can't do it with those things up. Let's move the wings out of the way. They do hinder articulation a little bit, but you can kind of, you go around the back, pull it back and out like that. So you still got the wings, they're just not as prevalent or prevalent, and they're not as obstructive when it comes to the articulation. That might be the correct way to do it. I don't know, I might have been transforming this wrong. Although, to be fair, I haven't transformed it much because of the whole issue with that. Arms go out. There's a bicep swivel, elbow swivel. No wrist swivel. Wrist goes in for transformation purposes. Weapons are still basic, bitch. It's just one of those fucking sit a Titan Master in there and get us in black this time. And he's got his blaster. I think Prime came with a sword. I know Laser Prime has a sword. Where's t'other Prime? Yeah, Prime came with a sword and Octane comes with a blaster. Which, again, it's nicely detailed, but still pretty basic, bitch. So, yeah. I think the arms can go a full, the shoulders can go around all the way, but they can't, not all the way really. They're limited by something. I think it's the cab piece. Part of the cab prevents the arm from going forward. It can go backwards that far, but and this guy is just such a pain in the ass that I don't really want to risk breaking it. I think it's that little bit there. There's a little black nub there that's catching on it. just going to grab Prime and see if it affects him as well. Yeah, it's just that nub that catches on it. So, you know, arm articulation is somewhat, fuck off, limited. That was War for Cybertron Prime, not Siege 1. It's a shame, but it's fine. It's not like it's just like he can't move his arms. You just got to try and figure something out, I guess. No waist swivel. Legs go out, they go forward. There's a thigh swivel. There's a bend at the knees. A good bend at the knees, considering all this bollocks on the back. It can go a full 45. And then there's some up and down ankle motion. So yeah, he looks the part in his robot mode. He, couple of issues here and there, but nothing game breaking for me. I still like the figure. He's a good interpretation of the G1 figure, G1 character even. Let's face it, no modern figure is a good interpretation of a G1 figure, are they? But yeah, let's have a look at his Titan Master quickly. Can't remember the name. I'll put the name in the title, video title, when I upload, but let's see if I can get a... See, this is quite basic bitch as well. It's purple head, and then you've got his Octane head on the back. This isn't coming into focus so good. But yeah, there's not a lot to write. Oh yeah, just focus on me. Don't focus on him. Right? Focus on the headmaster. I can't remember the name of. No one's focusing on you, are they? I'm sad. Yeah. There's not a lot to write home about with it. It's not a very well-detailed Titan Master, but, you know, you very rarely get well-detailed Titan Masters. They're all pretty basic. But yeah, I might as well leave that off because we're going to move to the tanker mode next. And then if all goes well, we shall celebrate by going on to his jet mode. Okay, so I've got it, mostly. The issue in question was because of the tail fin for his shuttle mode or jet mode that goes in there, doesn't seem to offer a lot of clearance. So it was hard to get the cab to stay together. I've got it for the most part, but there's still that gap there that I can't for the life of me figure out. If anyone knows, let me know. Because, let me just grab a prime quickly. The thing with Optimus Prime is the problem isn't there with that one, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's just like some engineering issue that they sorted out in the first one. Maybe the plastic's a little too thick on Octanes. I don't know. But for the most part, it works. It just doesn't sit as flush as Prime's does, which is kind of shit considering Prime was designed for this. This was the end game as far as this mold goes. It looks like Takara have sorted the issue out. Theirs doesn't have it. But yeah, mine does. It's not that bad. It doesn't bother me that much because it's a lot better than it was. But yeah, if anyone knows how to sort out that fucking window issue there and get it to full flat and compact, then yeah, please let me know. But as a tanker, the rest of it is pretty decent. He's got his wings sticking out there, but that's not an issue. That doesn't bother me. He's nice and long. Still doesn't scale well with a standard Voyager truck, but it's a step up from the deluxe size in universe mode. So yeah, his tanker mode isn't bad. It's have I missed something out? There's a gap there. I keep feeling there's something supposed to go there, but I don't think there is. There's nothing to go there, I don't think. It's a decent little tanker. Little still, unfortunately, an operative word, but the problem is with his headmaster doesn't fit in there, by the way. The problem is with the triple changers, you could go for a leader size. He goes in there. You could go for a leader size figure for like, so you can get a decent sized tanker and a decent sized jet, but then the robot's going to be too big. So there's not really any fucking better way to deal with it unless they bring back the ultra class. So yeah, the headmaster sits in the tank with all the oil or the energon or whatever is transporting. It's weird choice, but yeah, there's somewhere for him to go at least. Yeah, his tanker mode is pretty decent actually. Flaws aside, when I get to the Optimus Prime review, I'll do the comparison then, and then I can show off the issue more better. But yeah, stickers are starting to peel a bit. But all in all, it's a decent one. I don't regret, like I said, I don't regret buying this figure. The robot mode's great. Limited in a couple of areas. The tanker mode is a bit, cab's a bit awkward. But all in all, it's still decent. I still like it. It's a good modern iteration of Octane, and I'd say a better modern interpretation of Octane than the Universe Tankor figure. Although I know some people like that better. It's not a bad toy. It's just the wrong size. That's my problem with it. Anyway, let's get on to his jet mode. Murk. His name's Murk. Got it. The Takara one really should have come with Mindy. It came with Ghost Starscream instead. Jet mode. Or shuttle, or whatever it is. I'd go with jet. When I was first transforming, it's a lot easier to get into. Everything holds in place better than the tanker mode. I thought, this is a bit shit. I thought, this is where it's all going to go a bit tits up. But then I remembered about flipping the wheels around here. So, yeah, bringing that in just changes my opinion entirely, because it's actually, I quite like it. It's a nice, impressive jet mode. Yeah. It goes together nicely, it holds together, there's none of the issues that the tanker mode had. Tankor mode? Throwback? But, yeah, it's nice. It works. You can see there that underneath the wheels are collapsed in together. Some nice engineering. The arms, you can't really tell they're arms unless you look. But you can tell it's the cab. But triple changer. That's the compromises you have to make sometimes. Not every triple changer can be Springer. Unless you're Sandstorm. But not every triple changer can be those two. But all in all, a decent jet. I mean, look at it from the top down. It looks nice. Again, doesn't sit in the cockpit. He sits back there. So yeah, how are you going to see where you're flying? But it's fine. He's probably doing first class. Or the fucking drinks cart. Because that starts at the other end, doesn't it? I don't know. I haven't been on a plane in a while. But yeah, it's a decent little plane. Aircraft. We'll go with aircraft. That's the best thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, I like this better than the tanker mode because tanker mode's got issues. And yeah, this fucking, it looks the part. It looks great. The colours, the white, the purple, the grey, the black. Even those stickers, the minty green and the yellow and shit like that. It doesn't look garish at all. It looks good. It's a successful triple changer, this figure is. It has its issues that I think are down to the mould. Or not down to the mould as such, because those issues aren't there with Prime. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's a bit disappointing, I'd say. The issues are because Prime came first and Prime was fine. Then you're like, oh, Octane's going to be great, and then Octane's got these little niggling problems that aren't game breaking, but they're there. But all in all, it's a successful figure. Tanker mode, if I was going to do recommendations, say yeah, get it, don't get it, I would probably say go to Takara. I'm half tempted to just pick up a Takara one just to see the differences. Don't know whether I'd be able to now, but see, I think the problem with it is that splits for some reason. The tail fin there. Don't think Prime's tail fin splits. I knew there was something I was overlooking. No, Prime's tail fin splits. Okay, so forget about that. Disregard everything I just said there. But even so, why does the tail fin split? I prefer the tail fin up like that. That's how I like it. See, they could have avoided that issue by just having a singular tail fin a little bit thinner. But what are you going to do? But yeah, if I was going to recommend getting this, I would say go to Takara if you can. The Hasbro one's good. It's decent, but it seems Takara doesn't have the issues that the Hasbro one has. But yeah, still, all in all, the jet mode, I like the jet mode a lot. The robot mode it's got the arm issue, but that's it. That really is the only issue I can find with the robot mode. Bit weak at the hips, but not terribly so. And the tanker mode, if you can get it together in a decent form, is decent as well. And I'm not just one of those that's going to like, oh yeah, definitely get it, definitely buy it, yeah, it's great, fucking love it, buy it. Yeah, go to Cara, it's more expensive, you'll spend more money, they'll get more money. No, because if I had to recommend Broadside with a gun to my head, I wouldn't. So, yeah. Anyway, Titan's Return Octane, or Octone, or Oct1, with Murk, not Mindy. That's been my review. Glad I got through it at least. Can move on to something a little less awkward now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Dezaras Prime. You've been awesome. You shall see me next time.